In this video, we're going to talk about setting up a new Scratch and Save campaign. You can see I'm logged into the WordPress admin, and I have the Scratch and Save menu bar over here on the left clicked. From here, we're going to click Add New and add a campaign. From this screen, we can start building out our campaign. Now, before we do this, in order to take full advantage of all of the functionality within the Scratch and Save, we're going to need actually 5 images. Now, you don't have to use all 5 of these, and I'll point out where they get used as we go through this. But I wanted to show you these images. So this is our foreground image, right? This is the image that actually gets scratched. We have a loser background image. We have a sorry you've already played background image, or I should say this is actually a foreground image because this is going to show up if we're using the cookieing feature to only allow people to play once a day or once every 3 days or whatever. Again, this is optional, and I'll point that out as we build the campaign. We're also going to have a winner background image, and we're also going to have a big winner background image for the 500th scratcher. Now again, you wouldn't have to use all of these, but I generated 5 images so I could show you all of the functionality within the software. So let's come back over here and let's just give our campaign a name, and we're going to call this test campaign. And this is just for how it shows up inside of WordPress. We're going to add a foreground image. This is the image that actually gets scratched off. So let's click Choose File. And I'm going to go to my folder where I have all of these images stored. And let me just view extra large icons so you can see what's going on. So this is our foreground image because it's the one that's actually going to get scratched off. So we'll click that guy and click Upload. The maximum scratched URL, this is the image that we're going to show if they've already scratched within the time frame that we're going to set down here. So in this case, this is going to be this image, the sorry you've already played image. Now this will display if somebody scratches off your scratch off ticket today and you have a 24-hour reset period set, then they're going to see this image until 24 hours has passed. So we're going to set that to 24 hours. Now you can leave this at 0 if you want, and they would be able to scratch. They would be able to just keep refreshing the page and scratching over and over and over again. Okay? We have a lead-in message. This is a little headline that we can place above our scratch-off ticket if we choose to. I tend to work with just images, so I don't like to use this. Now this will not take a blank field. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a space in here. Just a single space. You can put a period in there or something very small, non-discrete. You get the idea. And then the after scratch message. This is a message that would be displayed in place of the lead-in message if they're still within that 24-hour period. Now what's nice about this is the fact that it has the reset hours built right into it. I'm not sure why that's happening. Sorry about that, guys. I'll keep it, and don't show this again. There. So this will display 24 hours right here because we have a 24 plugged in here. From here, we're going to click Update. That's going to set up our basic campaign. You can see the images are uploaded and shown right here for you in a thumbnail. Now we need to add a default background image. The default background image is the image that will show once the Scratch campaign is scratched off if there's no other prize background image scheduled to show. And that'll become more obvious what I'm talking about in just a minute. So to set our default, we're going to click right here, Add Recurring Scratch Card. So the very first one, you can see this warning number, will become your default scratch card. So this is the one that will show when no other background should be showing. So in the case of this campaign, this is going to be our loser message. Sorry, you're not a winner. So we're going to load this up. Okay? The background image redirect URL, this can be set to be clickable and go anywhere that you want. Let's just set this to Google. Okay? And then the scratch off note is again just for your records. So we're just going to put in here loser. Okay? And we're going to click update. We have to click update after every step that we add, and you can see now it's added this loser recurring. Okay? Now let's add a winner. Okay, so we're going to add another recurring scratch card. For this one, we're going to choose our winner message. Okay? And click open. And let's set the winner to go to Facebook. We'll set that to go to facebook.com. Okay? Actually, Facebook won't work because it won't open in an iframe, so we're going to open this in a new window, and I'll show you what the difference is. The first radio button will open a big light box and frame the website in. The second checkbox, just like it says, will open in a new window. So we're going to give this one a note of winner. Again, that's just for our records. And now we're going to set the winning number. The way the winning number works is if I put a 5 in here, it will show 5 times out of 100 hits, or 5% of the time. So if I put a 5 in here, it will show on hit 20, 40, 60, and 100. If I put a 10 in here, it will show 10% of the time, which means it will show on hit 10, 20, 30, 40. You get the idea. If I put a 50 in here, it will show 50% of the time. So on hit 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, you get the idea. I'm just going to put in here a 50 so it shows every other hit so you can see what's going on. And I'm going to click update. So now you can see we've got our default loser in here. We've got our winning recurring in here, which is going to show, if I click edit, 50% of the time, so every other hit. Okay? And now we can add a one-time special scratch card. To do that, we click add one-time offer scratch card. And this one's going to be this one here, which we would set to be the big winner on the 500th hit. So we're going to open that guy up. The background URL works the same as any other place. Let's just set this to our Thursday Think Tank. We'll set it like that, open in a new window, and we're just going to say 500 winner. For our note here, we're going to put in 500, which means that this is the background image that's going to show on hit 500, and we're going to click update. So now you can see we've got our standard loser in here, we've got our winning message that's going to show every other hit, and we're going to have our 500th winner, which will only show on hit 500. Now, the way these work is they take precedence, the one-time offers take precedence over the recurrings. And then the recurrings, the lower the number, take precedent over other recurrings. So if we had a bunch of recurrings in here, let's say maybe we wanted to put in a 10% offer, a 20% offer, a 30% offer, so on and so forth, whichever one is designed to show the least, if two of them overlap when the system's doing the math, that's the one that will show. So now our campaign's all set up, and we're going to click Save and Finish. And now you can see our campaign is all set up right over here. Now it looks like I have two of them called Test Campaign, so I'm going to take a look and get rid of one of them. Looks like it's not that one. Must be this one. Oh, yep. Let me get rid of that. I'll just delete this guy. And let me just take another look so I can make sure that I did that correctly. Yep, so that's the right one. So that's it for this video. That's how you set up a campaign. In the next video, we're going to talk about placing our campaign within our WordPress site and integrating with Facebook. See you in the next video.